welcome to my genealogy vlog. I am the History Geek 567, and this is like my third take of this video. Now today, I'm not showing you Find a Grave. I did that video about 3 months ago. I did the mistake of doing it on a live video, and now it's on my channel as a normal video, so you might as well go check that out as well. But now today we're going to be learning how to navigate newspapers.com and the things that you can do to modify your searches and whatnot. And we're going to start off with a record from FamilySearch.com. So now we're going to search for a Clara Laudenberg, and don't harass the family of this person, but this is just the example, the person that's going to be taking on the example. Actually, I should be putting in a middle name as well. Let's try her husband. And she has the birth year 1875. And you know, we can go through marriage, death, birth certificates later, and other videos, which I'm pretty sure that some of you would probably like. Okay, now we're finally in the page. You can see here we have a, if you scroll all the way down here, we can see an Anna Thelma Monahan. But that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for this guy. We're looking for Harry Monahan. As you can tell here, he died very young. He only died at the age of 3. If you go click over here to sources, then this could be only if you have a FamilySearch account, which sometimes may be a little hard to find, but also maybe not be. So here we have Harry's birth certificate, and as you can see, here's something that I just want to point out for anyone who looks and is confused. You want to take note and see number of child from this mother including present birth 11. So that tells you that there's more children you need to look for, and now he's the 5th living so far. That's just something that, you know, I kind of wanted to note on. But now you see at the bottom we have this girl named Soccer Mom. She put in a source just 5 days ago of Harry Monahan obituary. Now, if you look here, we already have the picture for it. You know, some people would just stop here and say, okay, we're good. But we're going to find this article ourselves. We're going to pop out of FamilySearch for a moment, and we're going to go to newspapers.com. And we're going to search Harry Monahan. I don't know. There's a whole lot of different variations of it. And I believe he died in 1921. I added an extra H. Never mind. Yeah, there it is. As you can see, it's Wilkes-Barre Times Leader, page 4, Tuesday, February 1st, 1921, Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. This is what I do to get my access to it, and then I click on this person's profile, and I go to more clippings, and I type in the clipping that I just saw on their profile. I don't even have to pay for anything. This is what I can do here. Date, and this is specifically 1921. And then I can just look at the whole thing for free. And right below it, we have the real obituary. So I'll show you how to make a clipping. You know, you don't even have to be part of that. You can just do... Actually, there's a lot more things you can do. Hold on, give me a second. You can... Oh, I haven't looked at this before. Or you can change the settings for the newspaper, whatever's better for you. You can clip it, print, download, share, or save it to Ancestry. I'll show you how to do all of those. But first, we're going to make a clipping. You want to drag this over here. You want to get that in place. By the way, it is not illegal to share the obituary unless you put in the source material. That is always going to be a fact that I say, and I'll continue to say in other videos. So now we have our clipping, and you could title it whatever you want. I usually don't title my clippings, but now we have ours. And if I want to share, I'm not going to give out my email, but I'm going to share it to Ancestry, and I'm going to share it to Harry Monahan, and we have successfully come on. Oh yeah, Harry Monahan, and now we've successfully saved. Well, now that we've got that situated, we're going to come back here, and we're going to... Also, I haven't seen this, what is this before? Speak. Is this gonna read this out to you? Let's speed clipping. Okay. Okay, pause. I'll see that. You can also add tags. So if you want to, I don't know, we can just put obituary. And now that's a tag on my clipping, so maybe people who want to find it later, they'll be able to find it a whole lot better or whatever. Now, in a newspaper, most of it, especially back in the 1920s, it was all typed out, so there could be mistakes. A lot of the times people will just brush things off without even thinking about it. But we want to take a good look at one of my recent clippings here. This one's from 1901, and actually if I look, I think that the clippings go as far back as 1790. I have no idea the limits of it. Where was I going? Back here. To death of Carrie, 2 years 7 months, daughter George Brunner, scarlet fever. Now, this is the only record of death for her, and that's only because she was born in a time where birth certificates were not required in the state of Pennsylvania, or death certificates, so, you know, that'll be a little hard to find. So, we're only going to look here. I bet you we're probably going to find any more. So, why don't we look up Mr. and Mrs. Brunner. Let's see if we get any more children for Mr. and Mrs. George Brunner. And all of the sources that I clipped, they are always going to be from Pennsylvania. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Crickets. Why don't we try going for maybe an original obituary? We can look for Brunner. We can probably get something out of that. And no, actually. Huh. That actually surprised me that, you know, it does that. Okay, maybe we're getting somewhere. Hold on, I need to look. I don't remember when Carrie died. Carrie's mother died. I think it was 1923. I guess that just doesn't matter anyway. Oh wait, maybe I can do Mrs. George Brunner, because, yep. Yeah, I called it. I said it was gonna happen. And we're gonna come in here, and it looks like someone's already clipped it, so we're going to do the same thing from earlier. Oh my god. We're going to go in and we're going to steal, and if you want to help refine your search, you can go to, you know, always this thing. It'll help you out a lot. So now we have the original clipping, and now we can just see everything for free. Now let's read it. I've never seen this before, by the way. Death of Miss George Brunner. Miss George Brunner, age 53, died at her home at 155 Bowman Street, East End, early this morning after 9 weeks of illness. Oh wow, 9 weeks. That's like 2.5 months. Wow. She was well known in Wilkes-Barre in the vicinity and was respected by a large circle of friends. She was born in Minor Mills, her maiden name being Carrie Uplinger, the daughter of the late B.F. and Mary Uplinger, pioneer residents of the section of Luzerne County. She is survived by her husband George F. Brunner, as long as a known employee of the D&H Railroad, 2 sons, Raymond and Leroy, 2 daughters, Miss Joseph Mulvey and Miss Jessie, all of Wilkes-Barre. Also 3 sisters, 1 brother, Miss Anna Kitchen of Anderson, Alderson, Miss Albert Seeley, Miss Sarah Sink of Minor Mills, and Bowman Upling Parsons, and 4 half-sisters and 2 half-brothers. And I'm not going to read the rest of that, but I'm just saying obituaries can be easy to find, easy to locate. If you want to save a source to family search, you can put a link in there as well. I'm gonna delete this afterward, but I'm just gonna try and do what they did, even though this isn't the right one. I'm just gonna add in a link. That was a date. And there we go. We put in obituary. Only for people who can view it, but now we're going to detach it because it is not Harry Monahan's. So that's about all you're going to be getting out of me. hopefully this video was helpful for those who are new to the issue of not knowing how to make clippings or can't afford some kind of prescription, somehow get past the payment, which is what would, but you know, I found a way. I want to help my fellow ones out. You know, I know that people have come talk to me before on these things and say, Colin, how do I get all these things without a certain subscription level? And I always tell them exactly how to do it. And they, you know, they don't understand. They can't talk to me like in a video or something. So that's why I make these, so I can help a brother out. I'm just really hoping that this can work out well. So I'm just gonna say goodbye. It's from the History Geek 567 who's signing off. I will be back with more content, and I plan on doing a next video on birth and death certificates from the state of Pennsylvania. Hopefully I can teach you a thing or two about them. If you don't want to see that, well, too bad, because I'm gonna do it anyway.